Hey everyone, let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum has had a pretty good week, jumping up around 14%. That's definitely brought some optimism back into the market for investors. But here's the thing, even with that jump, Ethereum hasn't been able to break past the $1,900 level since way back on April 2nd. That really highlights just how significant this resistance point is. What happens next for Ethereum really depends on how it reacts to these key support and resistance levels. All right, let's look at the technicals. Ethereum's BBTrend indicator is currently sitting at 8.77. Now, that's a noticeable drop from the 11.83 it was just a couple of days ago. Despite this dip, the indicator has stayed in positive territory for the last 3 days. This suggests that the overall market structure for Ethereum is still bullish, even though the momentum has cooled off a bit. This change could be a sign that the market is entering a consolidation phase, where things kind of chill out and stabilize for a bit before figuring out the next big move. Just a quick refresher. The BBTrend, our Bollinger Band trend, is a technical tool that gauges trend strength by looking at how the price behaves relative to the Bollinger Bands. High positive numbers usually mean a strong uptrend, while negative numbers point to a downtrend. Also, looking at Ethereum's exponential moving averages, they're currently in a bullish setup. The short-term averages are above the long-term ones. That's a classic sign, often pointing to upward momentum in the market. Over the last few days, Ethereum has tried multiple times to break through the $1,828 resistance zone, but hasn't quite managed it. If the second biggest crypto by market cap tries again and actually succeeds in breaking that level, we could see it climb towards 1954 and then potentially 2104. Getting past the $2,000 mark would be a big psychological win, especially since Ethereum hasn't traded above that area since March 27th. On the flip side, if the bullish momentum fades and the market trend reverses, Ethereum might retest its support down at 1749. If it loses that level, we could see prices dip further to 1689. And if selling pressure really picks up, the supports at 1537 and 1385 could even come into play. Meanwhile, Justin Sun, the founder of the Tron blockchain, just dropped a pretty bold prediction. He thinks the price of Ethereum could hit $5,000 in the next few months. This prediction comes as the Ethereum Foundation is getting ready to celebrate its 10th anniversary in July 2025. Naturally, predicting a jump to 5K when Ethereum is currently under 2K has sparked a ton of speculation in the crypto community. But Justin Sun didn't just make a prediction. He laid out a specific 4-point plan he believes could fast-track Ethereum to that $5,000 level. Hold that Ethereum! The Ethereum Foundation should commit to not selling any Ethereum for at least 3 years. This would limit supply and encourage holding. Use DeFi for funding. Instead of selling tokens, the foundation could use lending and staking platforms like Aave to cover its expenses. Streamline the team. The foundation should rationalize its team, keeping only the top developers and paying them better to boost quality. Focus on Layer 1. Development efforts should concentrate on improving Ethereum's core Layer 1 network, rather than spreading resources thin across too many side projects. Despite all its success, hosting thousands of dApps and pioneering smart contracts, Ethereum still faces challenges. Users often complain about high gas fees, slow transaction speeds, and scalability issues. There's hope on the horizon, though. The Pectra upgrade scheduled for May 2025 is expected to address some of these problems. It's said to potentially lower transaction fees and improve how contracts run across the network. It's pretty interesting to see this kind of support from Sun, considering he leads Tron, which is often seen as an Ethereum competitor. However, he does hold Ethereum himself and frequently praises Ethereum's advancements. Lots to watch in the Ethereum space. Keep an eye on those price levels, and let's see if Justin Sun's prediction or his plan gains any traction.